We're going to start off with some Antweight fights, beginning with number 2 being driven by Paul up against Brian's Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Yeah. Put it on if you want. If you can ram a couple screws in quick.
Looks like number 2 might be reduced to number 1. Looks like he was having some trouble, having some trouble getting the top half of his robot back on. It was really just for show anyway, but
It's not quite as
would be nice to have. Exactly. So we've got 2 very interesting spinners here. Number 2 is, the brown thing in the red corner. And it's a shell spinner. So there's basically like a small car underneath there, and then the entire outside of it spins. And it's got a bar coming out the side to hit its opponents with. In the other corner, Brian has Super Nintendo Chalmers. This is also a spinner, but a very strange style called a melty brain. Very few people are able to make these. Basically the idea, not Brian. The basic idea behind this is that the entire thing is constantly spinning. It's like one gigantic spinning weapon, but it's able to drive while spinning. It can actually move sideways by keeping track of what direction it's pointing and very quickly switching the motors on and off to be able to trend in one direction, basically. So he can float around while spinning at speed, which is an impressive thing for any spinner to be able to do. So far, it's worked okay as the driving has worked out okay, but he's had some electrical issues with it, which have meant that within a few seconds, everything just stopped working. So hopefully this time it'll keep going for him. Thankfully for him, he's up against number 2, which has also had some issues. And so it'll be a question of which one is able to hold up the longest, having gone into now their second round.
Sure.
All right, both drivers are ready, judges are ready. We'll start it in 3, 2, 1, fight. All right, both of them getting spun up to speed. And here's Super Nintendo bouncing around off the side. Oh my goodness. So even for a 1 pound, that just put one heck of a gash in the window and kept working. Was working, stopped working. And then now Brian's saying, please hit me to get me spun up again. And Paul's like, yeah, the heck with that. Oh, there he goes, gives him a bump. Something is loose in the inside of Super Nintendo again.
Not helping at all.
Not helping. Oh, that's unfortunate. So once again, Brian's bot has Paul being a jerk here. Brian has 10 seconds to show controlled movement. However, every time that Paul bumps into him with number 2 there, he resets the timer on on the technical knockout. And Paul just likes being a jerk to Don, our ref. And so he's slowly but surely pushing him towards the hazard, or I think he's trying to push him towards the hazard.
I don't know what direction
he doesn't know what direction he's pointing, though, because there's nothing indicating what direction is forward on the bot. Somewhere, okay, he's got a light in there somewhere. That's helpful. There we go. Congratulations. All right, the jump start did not work. So he is being counted down. Hopefully Paul will give him a break and let him go. And time is up. Time is up. The win goes to Paul with number 2. Thank you, Paul, for making us sit through that last 30 seconds.
I'm coming this way.
He doesn't even know what direction he's fighting. All right.